guards mishandling the gun. There were some beatings. And those things was just taken like there were no issues. Of course, there was a mention that she was drunk and violent. She didn't deserve to die. And therefore, I still hold the former MB. He's also the governor for Kiambu, Mr. Honorable William Kaboko. I still hold him morally responsible for the death of Mercy. She really wanted to come over and see the grave. And but my family members and the community around there doesn't want to see her.
An inquest set up to investigate the death of Mercy Keino returned a rather shocking verdict. Those adversely mentioned were cleared, with the court overlooking what could have been crucial evidence. Tonight on Case Files, we take a look at the inquest proceedings and we have never seen before moments of Mercy Keino. Case Files starts now. When a team of police investigators from the Criminal Investigations Department told their seniors they could not determine what, how, or who killed the University of Nairobi student, Mercy Keino, the Investigations Department did what it had to do. It forwarded Mercy Keino's file to the Director of Public Prosecutions. The DPP, after perusing the file, ordered that a public inquest into the death of the University of Nairobi student be carried out. The High Court sitting in Nairobi had a fair share of what exactly transpired on the 9th of July, 2011. A police officer called to pick up the remains of the slain student was met by a badly mutilated body of Mercy Keino. The police officer says he could barely recognize the body because of the extent of injuries the 25-year-old has sustained. Theories put forward included a fatal hit and run. The deceased could have been killed elsewhere and her body dumped at the scene. 46 witnesses were called to the witness stand. 6 of the witnesses were treated as having adversely been mentioned in the death of Mercy Keino. The inquest was told about a Saturday like any other. Mercy Keino was called up by her aunt, Scholastica Kamemba Nyamwai, for an evening out somewhere in Muthaiga. By the time the two were meeting up in the city's Hurlingham area, the plans had changed. The two decided to head to Westlands. The two were picked up and their next destination was Wasini luxury apartments. For the first time, Case Files has obtained video footage never seen before. CCTV footage that captures the last moments of Mercy Keino in the hands of friends, once the family claims could have had something to do with her mysterious death.
We are not even aware as to what was the purpose of that party. We are not told clearly as to how Mercy went out of that building.
After taking their details, Mercy and Scholar were ushered into a waiting taxi. Some minutes before 6 p.m., the two were pulling into the high-end furnished apartment on Waiyaki Way. Moments later, 3 other guests are seen entering Wasini apartment. In an hour's time, the apartment was playing host to 19 people. Mercy ordered for red wine. It was a merry-making night. The party had just begun. The aunt will later tell the police that as the night got underway, they were not a comfortable lot. Scholastica says they were under scrutiny from the host. It isn't until around 1 a.m. when Mercy is seen, and from the look of things, not drunk, making her way into what appears as the main bar area. Mercy goes straight to this man who appears okay with our presence but appears to be incensing his colleague sat to his left. From the look of things, the man is not bothered by our presence, and Mercy, it appears, wants to have him go with her, supposedly to where the rest of the revelers were having the night. Unable to have him convinced, Mercy walks away just the same way she came in. The reaction from the man she was trying to pull away from the rest is that of an amused man. "15 minutes later, Mercy is back at the same table, but not before going through the washroom. Mercy doesn't look drunk. She seems to know her way around the house. Moments later, after a small chit-chat with this man, Mercy walks away and is later followed by him. It is not clear where the two disappear to and for how long. Mercy Keino's aunt, who told the police her relative was very, very drunk, is seen going upstairs to what will later be a private room where two other women had gone into. It is still not clear why she said Mercy was very, very drunk, and yet her niece seems to have been in control of herself most part of the night.
She also mentioned to me that Mercy was drunk. That was the first time I was told about Mercy and alcohol. We didn't know, and we are not sure about it.
In a span of few minutes, a promising night turned into a chaotic one. Mercy is seen coming to the bar area and teasing one of the men near the same table she had earlier showed up at. The CCTV cameras do not seem to capture the events unfolded, but the faces of those attending the party and working there tell a story. The revelers seem to be amused, at some point laugh as Mercy teases one of the men in the room, goes ahead and knocks down a chair. The group is left laughing at the turn of events. Moments later, Mercy's aunt is captured by the cameras going down the stairs from the private room before exiting. The caretaker, Charles, is seen returning into the apartment with the lady's handbag. Moments later, now in the company of the aunt and two other ladies, Mercy is walked upstairs. Charles says they all ended up in a private room where the then Juja Member of Parliament was in. Moments later, Charles says he had a commotion upstairs, and on returning he found Mercy Keino on the floor. There was a broken picture frame and she was bleeding from the lips.
Siwezi count several slaps. Yeah, several slaps and how many hits on the joints? Alimkanyaga mara ngapi kwa huko? Okay, sio mara mingi, mara kama 3. Akimkanyaga akiwa anatumia nguvu kiasi gani? Kama alimkanyaga kivipi? Alimkanyaga na nguvu. Kwa nguvu. Yeah. Akikanyagwa, msichana alikuwa anafanya nini? Msichana alikuwa analia. Na akiwa na chapwa, akiwa slapped, alikuwa bado analia. Je, akilia alikuwa anasema kitu yoyote? Hakuwa anasema chochote. Na hawa wasichana walikuwa hapo, walikuwa wanamwambia mheshimiwa, leave her alone, leave her alone. Hivyo ndio walikuwa wanamwambia. Bado mheshimiwa alikuwa na kanyaga. Ya juu hata wasichana walikuwa waliscream wakati akifanya hivyo. Na askari wa mheshimiwa hawakugusa.
CCTV cameras had captured the Juja Member of Parliament arriving at the luxury apartment that night. The MP will later tell the court they did not step on Mercy Keino, let alone slap her, as the aunt had told the police investigators. Kabogo told the court he held Mercy by the shoulders, inquiring why she was breaking things. It was Charles who told the court that Mercy Keino was carried shoulder high by Kabogo's bodyguards, but the story will later change in court. From the CCTV footage, the guys are seen dragging Mercy Keino downstairs before she frees herself and walks into the compound. Where were they dragging the 25-year-old master's student? The magistrate overlooked many instances where Mercy Keino just wanted to go home. The few instances where Mercy Keino was also trying to run away from people who were beating and roughing her up. Case Files takes a short break.